Hey there, welcome back to some Counter-Strike gameplay. This is actually the agency or just agency map, and I play Team Deathmatch here. Yes, I do play Team Deathmatch most of the time because I just love that you can actually respawn. I love the intensity. I love playing around with a lot of weapons, and I always use the random weapon settings, which is the default, which is much more difficult than if you use a gun that you know really well and you know exactly how to handle it, you know the recoil pattern and all that stuff. So I'm never really impressed by those guys who just use the same gun every time, you know, they respawn, instead of just kind of like dealing with whatever weapon the game gives you. But I think a lot of times those guys actually just use Team Deathmatch as like a training platform for competitive matches, because you have to react really fast. You have like people spawn behind you. The spawns are really bad in Counter-Strike. I've already mentioned that, and I didn't really want to talk about this here. What I wanted to talk about is cross-platform gaming. Believe it or not, when I actually started playing Counter-Strike, which was like, I don't know, the first time I played it was like probably like 2 years ago already or so. I was kind of, they didn't even have Team Deathmatch back then, and I really was kind of like disappointed with it. So I was like, you know what, you can't respawn. I don't like this game, and I put it away. And it took, you know, a long time until I realized, hey, now they have Team Deathmatch and some other cool you know, gaming modes like Arms Race, that I was like, wow, I'm in it. Because I love the game, I love the feeling of the game, I love the graphics, kind of like the old school graphics, and so I was really happy to find out that I could play this game again and have actually fun again with it. And I've played a lot lately, trying to just get better with the guns. And you know, when I started playing this game, I had no idea that I was playing actually with PC gamers. I thought, since I'm playing on a Mac, I was thinking everyone in you know, all that's playing in the match has to have a Mac. That's the only way I can play. I mean, I was assuming, okay, we're all Mac gamers playing together, and I was like, wow, there's actually a lot of Mac gamers playing Counter-Strike. That's really cool. And even though, you know, Macs actually, you know, they're coming stronger and stronger and stronger, and they're actually really good gaming platforms, even though a lot of PC players probably wouldn't agree. But Macs are super powerful machines, and they can handle games just as well as PCs can. You know, I just didn't have an idea that, for example, Counter-Strike is a so-called cross-platform multiplayer. So I was like, wow, I'm actually playing with people that are playing on a PC, and that really just, I was just like speechless. I was like, wow, this is so cool. Why aren't all games cross-platform? I don't understand. Because, for example, why can't, for example, Xbox gamers play with PlayStation gamers if it's the same game? You know, it would be a lot more fun if you had, like, for example, a friend that has a different platform, and it's like, oh, we can't play together. Well, then you go and, you know, if you have enough money and you buy this other platform just so you can play with your friends. And I mostly prefer to play alone. I barely ever play with someone I know. It's been like years since I played with friends, and you know, when I game, I don't really like to talk to other people. So when you play with a friend, you always have to chit chat with people, and I just don't do so well chit chatting with someone, doing some small talk while I'm trying to focus on the game. But you know, I don't know. I mean, once in a while it would be fun to play with somebody else. And I was always thinking, well, I can't, because you know, whoever I know has a PC, so there's no way I can play with them. And now, you know, I'm totally like, wow, I can actually play with someone who has a PC. And there's actually been just recently an article on IGN about this issue. And they were basically saying why cross-platform online gaming should be a reality. And they say it's time for cross-platform multiplayer to become the standard. And what do you think about this? I mean, did you ever run into this problem that you had friends that weren't on the same platform, and that was the reason why you couldn't play with them, or you had to actually shell out some cash to buy another platform just so you could play with them? there are more and more games that or A titles that actually become available on the Mac, and that's really awesome. And I can see that more and more gaming companies or developers actually realize they can make a lot more money if they actually include, you know, the Mac gamers, or even if they make their game cross-platform, because a lot more people would buy this game. You know, it could be like, what, I can't afford to buy, like, let's say you have a PlayStation and you cannot afford to buy an Xbox One. So you simply don't buy this game because you have nobody to play with and you want to play with people. So, you know, if you're like a multiplayer person, like, that means you're someone who mostly prefers multiplayers and rarely plays a single player or never plays a single player, then obviously you wouldn't buy a game if you are someone who only wants to play with friends and not alone. So why would you buy this game? So they have one less person buying this game. And so I see more and more on Steam now. You know, they're actually recently even included Linux, which is becoming a very, very popular platform for a lot of hardcore computer nerds. But, you know, we see now so many cool games or better games all of a sudden appear on the Mac, and I think it is the future. It just goes a lot slower than, you know, a lot of us Mac gamers would expect. And back to the cross-platform, you know, playing, for example, a Mac gamer playing with a PC gamer, the other advantage of that is not just that people can enjoy on different platforms can enjoy playing together. It's also that, for example, if one platform doesn't have enough full servers, if you combine the two platforms, you always will have enough servers or a lot more servers to play on, and which I think that's kind of like the case with this game. Or I'm pretty sure, I was really surprised to find so many full servers because I didn't expect to play with PC gamers. I thought, you know, like I said at the beginning of this video, I was just like, wow, there's so many Mac gamers playing this game. That's crazy how many Mac gamers are actually even, you know, Mac owners are actually even playing games like this. And then I was like, aha, it's because of PC gamers. So now we have Mac and PC gamers play together, and we have, you know, maybe not double as many servers, but we probably have, like, you know, 80% more servers than we would have otherwise. I don't know if my number is correct. I really don't know how many Mac gamers are playing this game. But in general, you know, you get the point. You have a lot more servers. You have a lot more people buying this game because they can play with friends. And you have, you know, people to be able to actually enjoy this game better because they don't have to play it alone if they don't want to. They can play with someone they actually know. They don't have to worry at all about the platform. I don't even know if this game is actually available even on Linux. It could be. That means, you know, you almost have, you know, 3 times the server amount, or, you know, let's say, you know, 90% the server amount. I don't know. I mean, it's just, you know, a win-win in every situation, and it's just a shame that walled-off platform-specific online systems are still accepted as the norm in 2015, and that platform owners show no signs of movement toward a system for open cross-platform play, even as online gaming becomes more than ever. And if all the gamers could play with each other no matter what platform you're on, then that would definitely put an end on this rivalry, on this constant complaining that you see on the social networks where people just diss each other's platform thinking that theirs is better than the other person's platform, because it wouldn't really matter. I betcha most of the people that are in this game right now probably assume that I'm on a PC because they're on a PC, and I betcha that a lot of gamers that are playing right here probably are like me. They have no clue that this game is even cross-platform. A lot of people just play the game and they don't really care so much about the details, but as Mac gamers, we are much more involved in this because there are a lot of games that we would like to play and we can't play because it's not available on our platform. And so we start studying this, we start looking into it, we start going onto forums to find out if this game maybe someday becomes available. And we start to learn about this platform possibility a lot faster or earlier than, you know, any PC gamer probably would. Correct me if I'm wrong. I hope you enjoyed this little discussion about cross-platform multiplayer gaming, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Game.
GG.